Well, it's another beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee.
Monday, Reaction Monday. We're talking about the NFL, maybe some college.
Absolutely.
We love this time of year with football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. What was that?
What was that?
Just flashed up? A bench alert. Oh no.
Oh my goodness,
what
ladies and gentlemen. A number one overall pick has bit the dust.
That was quick.
I mean,
2 games.
I can't tell you what I would give right now for Matthew Parker to be right here, right now, to take place or to take part in this. Because I mean, he called it. I mean, he just said this is. I mean, look, Bryce Young. He's the shortest guy that's ever been.
They call him
drafted
5'10", right?
Yeah,
but he's not
with heels.
They call him 220, but he's not.
No, with 20-pound weights in his pockets. I mean, dadgum. Let's talk. Let's hear about what led up to this. I know we had a body of work from last year. What do we see this week?
Is it really the stats, or could it be that the Carolina Panthers start 0-2? They get blown out by New Orleans, and then they lose at home to the Chargers. He's got no touchdown passes and 3 picks on the season.
I find it interesting that
it's not.
They're putting it all on Bryce right now.
Bryce Young's been Bryce Young his whole life. Shame on you, ownership, for drafting him.
I mean, the kid has spent most of his time in the NFL running for his freaking life.
Well, there's that too.
And not to mention, he probably couldn't see him coming because he's only 5'6" or something like that.
Bryce Young didn't draft himself.
No, I mean, they knew exactly what they were getting into whenever they drafted Bryce Young. This is shocking, though. I mean,
it's gonna
week 2 in the NFL. I mean, what do we call the NFL?
Not for long. League. But out is Bryce Young. In is Andy Dalton.
Andy freaking Dalton,
the 63-year-old journeyman quarterback. No, I'm just kidding. But
I mean,
the Red Rocket insert.
Is that really a better option? Is my question. Is this a benching because they think Andy Dalton gives them a better option or a better chance to win, or is this them protecting their investment in Bryce Young?
On another podcast, we were tossing about the question about Will Levis. Do you let him play through the pains? Do you maybe bring in Mason Rudolph to make a point? Maybe this is a temporary. They're just trying to make a point.
I guess it's possible. I'm.
But on the either way, I don't think Carolina was going to win games anyway.
They're not. Well, I mean, that makes me think that maybe this is just them protecting their investment. Maybe they came in here and they just looked at it and said, "Oh God, yucky," kind of stuff. Because it's kind of putrid right now.
Kinda would be putting it.
I mean, I'm being very kind here, being very kind by throwing out the kinda. But Bryce Young, poor guy, he's gonna take the brunt of this for sure. It's part of being the quarterback in the NFL. You're supposed to.
Look at it. He was 18 of 26. That sounds pretty efficient, but it was for a putrid 84 yards. 3 yards in a
what does that tell us, though? Does that tell us that there's no one open downfield? Does that tell me he can't see anybody downfield? Does that tell me that he doesn't have enough time to throw the ball downfield? Because it sounds like he's just checking down.
Well, in all fairness, that Chargers defensive line is pretty good. So without watching any of the game, I'm going to admit to you, I haven't watched any Carolina Panthers games, but I would imagine he probably didn't have much time. And
I would assume so as well.
You need at least 2 to 5 seconds to get a route open down the field. It sounds like he was just trying to find the quickest.
What do they say? They shoot for 2.5 seconds. They need the quarterback to get the ball out of their hand.
I bet he didn't have it. I bet he was already under duress before he got to his 5th step on the 5-step drop.
I would agree with you. I'm interested to see. Maybe
see Bosa and Khalil Mack coming around the sides. Ooh.
Right. Maybe we get on Twitter here and check it out. Or not Twitter. Golly, dadgummit. I'm still not used to calling it X, guys. Am I even logged in? Should be. Oh boy!
While he's trying, overall this season, Bryce Young has completed 55% of his passes for 245 yards in the first 2 games. His longest completion is 35 yards, 0 touchdowns to 3 picks, which we already mentioned. He's been sacked 6 times, not as many as Trevor Lawrence or Will Levis. Yards per attempt is 4. 4 yards per attempt.
4 yards per attempt. That's not going to make you very much money in the NFL.
His quarterback rating after 2 games is 44. That's not good.
What in the world can I not get Twitter to come? Let's try that. What is going to look at this?
But I really think that Andy Dalton is not the quote-unquote answer. It's just what they have behind him to whether be interesting to hear if they're just trying to make a point. I honestly don't think that they're trying to win a Super Bowl with Andy Dalton. So maybe it's just new coach, just like, I don't want to see it anymore.
Maybe
he's not my quarterback anyway. I don't want to see it. So
I'm going to have to get on X on my phone because I don't know what that was just doing on there. Too much porn or something. There we go. Breaking Panthers name. Andy Dalton is starting quarterback. Here we go. Alan Bell. He just put out something. Bryce Young isn't their problem. Not even close. The micro problem is Bryce Young played on a better team at Alabama than the depth chart of hell assembled here.
Woo. We already said it, though. I said it's not Bryce Young. Bryce Young didn't draft Bryce Young.
Yeah.
It is the GM and ownership that have done this to the entire organization.
I mean, this is just not a good look, really. I mean, what are they? I mean, are they throwing in the towel for the year? I mean, again, I don't
know, because they weren't going to win anyway.
I mean, so it's kind of doesn't really matter.
I think it's just a fact that the coaching staff just either is trying to teach him a lesson, or B, they're just tired of seeing it on Sundays. They're not trying to throw games. They weren't going to win anyways. Sorry, Carolina Panther fans. It's just they're either tired of seeing it or just trying to say, hey, take a couple of weeks, get in the playbook, watch this veteran, and then let's reevaluate you again in 2 weeks. I don't know what it is. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, this is really fresh stuff. I mean, this literally just happened. So, I mean, a lot of the information is still coming in. I mean, but what do you think about Alan Ball's statement there? Do you think that, I mean, looking at this from Bryce Young's perspective, how frustrated are you that you're taking the brunt of this whenever you really just don't have the team around you to be able to do anything?
I'm sure it is frustrating, but control the controllables. All you can control is how you prepare yourself, how well you interact and are a teammate to others around you. It's you can't control the front office. You can't control that you were the number 1 overall pick by an organization that maybe didn't quite know what they were doing in that moment in time. But yeah, frustration is real. I mean, anybody would have rather been drafted to, Green Bay and whatever. I mean, into a better situation.
I mean, because the way that they are posing this is like the coach feels the season slipping away, as if that is like really like you said, like they were going to win games. Come on, get out of here with that.
That's exaggeration. No way.
I have a hard time thinking that this is a long-term thing. I mean, do we really think that they just took a number 1 overall draft pick and just wadded him up and threw him in the trash? Said, nah, never mind. I know it's the NFL. I know it's the not for long league. I got it. But gee whiz, really? Did you miss that bad? Do we think they missed, or do you think that this is just a poor roster?
I say both.
You think
I
it's
think
both?
they missed, and I think it's a bad roster.
So where would you, if this really was a miss, where would you rank this in the misses that have happened in the history?
I mean, it's right up there with Jamarcus Russell and the Raiders.
You might be right. Number 1 overall pick, Ryan Leaf.
Heath Schuler.
Yeah.
It sets your franchise back. You can't just get those draft picks back. I mean, unless you're planning on going 1-16 anyway. And then you're just rolling the dice with another rookie, which I don't know if that's the most advantageous thing to do. But
yeah, again, everything
this is a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, all the information continues to come in, but I mean, we are still kind of trying to get it all as it comes in, catch it all as it comes in. Because
I want to know, like, from any Panthers fans that happen upon this, let us know in the comments: was this expected? Is this even shocking to you? Were you rooting for this to happen? We want to know what you guys think, because we're from the outside looking in.
Right. We do not follow the Panthers.
Let us know what you think.
Really, let's see. Here's an interesting one. Bryce Young was given 18 games. This is Mason Dodd on Twitter. Not X. Sorry, guys. Whatever. Bryce Young was given 18 games. Daniel Jones will be starting his 65th NFL game Sunday. Just the comparison of how much of a leash. But the thing is, to your point, though, like how much damage is being done to the New York Giants by continuing down the road with Daniel Jones. You know, are they looking at that and saying, we don't want to be that. We want to get better faster?
Well, they actually chose to continue that story by offering him another contract. So they doubled down on what some are saying is the mistake.
Yeah, a lot of videos out on X right now of head coach Dave Canales saying Bryce is our quarterback 24 hours ago. As soon as 24 hours ago, he was saying Bryce was his quarterback.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Bryce, this is Ari Meroff. Bryce has started 18 games. The team is 2-16 in those games. He has 11 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, and he's gone through 2 head coaches, with one being fired mid-season. The Panthers organization has been in as bad a place as it could possibly be, a complete mess. So, I mean,
that's what you and I were leaning towards.
The jury's kind of out. You know, Pat McAfee's talking about it right now.
But being on the outside looking in, we were leaning towards organizational problem.
Yeah.
You know, Bryce Young he's always been that height. He's always been that weight. You knew exactly what you were drafting when you drafted him.
They knew what they were getting into.
It's not Bryce Young's fault for being himself.
Nope.
You're the one that wanted him.
Yep. Exactly right.
But nah, you weren't going to win anyway. That's just trying to pump yourself up. Sorry, Panthers fans, but I am genuinely curious. Is this what you guys wanted? Is this overdue? Is this a knee-jerk reaction? Maybe you think your coach is a jerk. I don't know. I want to know. We're just dudes discussing sports, man.
All right, finally, I got Twitter to come up. Golly, I guess it's just going crazy. Let's see if we can find some stuff on here, because I'm sure it's trending. Let's see, trending. There you go.
Andy Dalton. There he is. It's trending with Bryce Young.
All right, let's share our screen here with you guys. Again, everything is all coming in, so we're kind of caught a little bit off guard here, guys, but it's fun to scroll through Andy Dalton.
There he is.
That is awesome. BetMGM with an absolute burn on Andy Dalton. That is awesome right there. We're going to have to repost that one. That was awesome. Yeah, whatever. Got it. What just happened? Went back. Go back. There we go. There it is.
There's the red rocket.
The red rocket.
Oh boy.
Dadgum, how that red hair just absolutely clashes with that aquamarine.
It did look kind of good with the Cincinnati Bengals.
It did. Blended right in. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
Panthers fans watching
Boom.
the number one overall pick at bench for Andy Dalton.
Oh, a little wrestling meme.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, heart
Who
attack.
in the world is that? I don't know. Dadgum. There we go. Pat McAfee. He's talking about it right now. Going to be interesting to see what happens here for the rest of this season.
Oh, no.
Man. Everybody,
no.
they're riding Bryce. They're doing Bryce dirty right here.
It's not. Come on.
Oh,
Man.
that's dirty. Dirty right there, Hoop Guru.
That's what they should do to the GM. Get out of here.
Dadgum. Here we go. 24 hours ago saying that Bryce
We
Young.
calling him a liar?
I mean, I don't know. Never forget, Andy Dalton gave us the funniest NFL moments in this. I guess he just gave up. The guy jumping in the back. That's awesome. Oh, man. Anyways, really interesting stuff. I don't know. There's going to probably be a lot more stuff coming out as we go along here and later in the day. But
Panthers, keep being yourself. You're trending to a top 3 draft pick. And this Dalton thing is not.
Man, Scott Barnett. Did you read this
No.
one? It might not be totally over for Bryce Young. You let him sit the rest of the year and learn under Andy Dalton. This gives him the necessary 9 to 15 months to successfully rehab from limb lengthening surgery. At 6'3", he could be a top 29 quarterback in the league.
Whoa, he had a procedure.
Saying that he's going to try to get taller. He's going to lengthen them limbs. He said, you said, I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller.
I mean, dadgum. Just they are doing, a lot of you guys are doing them dirty on here. I can't lie. I think it's hilarious. Let's go. Wow. That was pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Let's watch this one again.
Did they just say Christian Fulton?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was a blast from the past. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Pretty bad.
And that's Adam Thielen. That's not
know.
like some rookie receiver.
Dadgum. I mean, goodness gracious, guys. Jeez. Well,
But
I
please,
guess-
like in all seriousness, tell us why. I mean, tell us what you think. Did you want it? Did it shock you just as much as it shocked us from the outside looking in? Do you like your coach? Do you like your ownership? Or is it just a mess?
I'm voting mess. Let us know down there in the comments. Absolutely let it fly. If you want to tee off on Bryce Young, go for it. If you want to tee off on management, go for it. Really, I mean, dadgum. A lot of moving and shaking going on in week 2. Dadgum going into week 3.
It's going to be a long year.
It
Carolina.
is. Guys, down there on your way out, hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like it for us. Share it with all your friends. Let us know down in the comments what you think about this topic. Until next time, you guys be well.